style cuisine for locals and foreigners alike. The family-style seating is the perfect atmosphere for individual, family, or group dining. They have bilingual staff who speak both English and Japanese. They offer over 10 different sauces that is sure to satisfy almost any taste bud. Their delicious sandwiches offer an assortment of toppings, making it easily customizable to fit your palate. Looking for quick takeout, hosting a party, and need catering? Calling your order at 098-936-8986. Again, I say 098-936-8986. They now offer online ordering and delivery at kokots.jp, or you can call 098-943-1605 after 5 p.m. They do not take card. However, they do accept both yen and US dollars only. They hope to see you soon. Peace.
Hey, what's up, beautiful people? It's your girl, Queen J, alongside Will Make It, DJ M, King Takashi, Losa, and Abichuela. And you're rocking with the heat.
Hey, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Sly in the building. I'm here with my fellas. To my right, I got my man Castle.
What up?
You heard him on the ones and twos, sitting at DJ shit. You know what I'm saying? My man does graphics. He does everything. And we got a new addition to the crew tonight. My man Castor on my left. We about to get into it. It's a fellas night. Waiting for DJ M, but she ain't here yet. So you know what? We're gonna go ahead and get started without her. But hey y'all, it's a good night. You know what I'm saying? We about to get in this. We about to go live, and let's get into that first topic. You know what I'm saying? So first topic that was presented was can friends have no relationship but still have sex? What y'all think?
Well, I mean, friends, that word right there, that means there's some sort of relationship going on, you know, whether it's y'all fucking, y'all just seeing each other. I mean, all kinds of stuff going on there. Friends. Pretty broad topic.
I'm gonna be the devil advocate for this one. I don't think you can do it, because some people they get more connections, deeper connections than others. Like, you just can't let go. So like, you try to cut it off, or you try to go do something else. Hey, now you out of a friend.
I think in most cases, I think like the stereotype is that the woman tends to make it really, really difficult to stay.
You say the woman.
The female tends to make it very difficult to stay, friends in the situation, because 9 times out of 10 they catch feelings. But let's be true. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I've been in a couple situations where I think for me it's been a little bit different. I came out of the relationship, broke the relationship off, but then we were still doing the whole friends with benefits. So it was good, but she did make it difficult. But at the same time, I kind of like, when you're still doing certain things and making things like, oh, it is a relationship. I think that's what kind of precludes it from being able to be friends anymore. And you start getting into deeper feelings, like Castor was saying. It's when you start doing couple type shit. Like
that. Yeah.
If it's just about fucking, then leave it about fucking.
See,
don't do nothing else extra. Like,
I'm telling you, like, one of my close friends, they trying to do a little fling thing, but like she always gets deep connections, so I don't think she could do it.
See, the way I see it, like, you gotta space that shit out. Like, you can't just be doing it every weekend or every day, even every other day, because that's when the stuff starts building, That's
when you get into that 50 Shades of Grey type shit.
You gotta space that shit out. You can't just be. But no, I think honestly, it really depends on the people, though.
Yeah.
Some people are all about just sex. Some people are like, don't even look at me the wrong way. So at the end of the day, it's the person.
True. It does depend a lot on individual maturity and more or less experience, because that's like saying, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and holler at this honey, and well, we just fucking. That's all it is. And then come to find out, I didn't do enough research Is I'm in
looking
my
for that-
30s.
she
You know, I'm
looking
in
for
my
that
30s. She over here. I'm 20. I'm 23. Like, oh shit, damn, fuck. You probably just had like maybe 2 relationships in your entire life.
When it's messed up is when you start or he, whatever you about,
Whatever it is.
whatever you about. So you start talking, and then it gets to the sex every day or whenever it occurs, and then you in too deep when you're at the club, you wherever you at, and some other chick is hitting on them, and you get jealous. That's how you already know you in too deep.
You are in too deep. Hey, that's why you can't have friends with benefits.
But you know what? Like a lot of times, like most people get too far deep into that friend zone already, and it's like, bro, it's too late. You can't, bro or sis, you can't come out of it. You can't come out of it. Once you're in the friend zone. And I'm not saying it's not possible at all to come out of the friend zone, but I'm saying, like, if you're already too deep into the friend zone, then when stuff like that happens, when you go into the club and you get jealous, like, you just putting yourself at a loss. Like, don't get jealous. And people say it was hard not to get emotions involved. And
Hey,
look,
you can't just say don't get jealous.
When it's just about sex, leave it just
that.
about sex. If you're trying to do too much else extra, and you know what? That's when the honesty needs to come out, and it needs to be like, hey, look, hey, I'm sorry.
This what it is.
What was that movie with fucking Justin Timberlake and what's that big eye girl? Fucking
Big eye girl.
Hey, I don't know.
Big eye girl.
There's a lot of big eye girls I know, bro.
Friends with benefits. Friends with benefits.
Oh, yeah.
That movie's like probably one of the perfect examples. Like they were 2 complete strangers, and they both had their own separate things going on, and they met. And, it started off friend zone, but then it got into something deeper. But at least they were still honest about it in the end. Like, that's cool. But that's what most people's problem is. And they're not honest with each other to just come out and just be like, hey, look, I care about you a lot. And I don't want to just be fucking. I want to be fucking with a status. Like it's a real difference anyway. No. Like, geez, shout out to everybody hollering on live. I see you, Hannah. I see you, Chris. What's good, Misty? But again, like back to the issue. Too many people are either not mature enough to handle that type of lifestyle. Because let's be real, it's a lifestyle among other types of lifestyle. If you just don't feel like being in a committed relationship, let that shit be known from the front. Let it be known up front. And if you are, let it be known. Otherwise, leave it to just fucking. You ain't got to be taking people out to fucking Cheesecake Factory and fancy ass sushi.
That's expensive,
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, look, this don't have nothing to do with the condom and the pillow and the bed that we about to do. Cut off. We can get cheesecake at Starbucks for like $4. You'll be no damn Cheesecake Factory. Fuck that shit.
You already know what it's about.
But I mean, let's be real though. It do get to some of us sometimes when like you be having a rough ass day and then
you want somebody to talk to.
Your friend come through. Like I've had a couple times where like it's a fucking stressful ass day, and that one she just come through. She bring me a Starbucks, man. Like I'm like, damn, clutch, man, shit.
Bro, anybody can get you with a Starbucks though. That don't count.
Starbucks,
but it's the fact of the matter that it's that individual. Like y'all know what I'm saying, though. Yeah. But no, so going into that, right? You got that aspect of it where friends can sometimes learn how to be friends and friends don't know how to be friends. What about when it's more or less having to do with like when you're already past that friendship zone and you're already in a relationship? What happens when that relationship possibly diminishes? What if it separates? What's to come from that? You know what I'm saying? Like too many people are like, oh no, our friendship is nothing more and that's it. We can never be friends. I don't think that's true.
I don't think that's true. I think the first step is being honest with yourself. Like, you take a step back and look at what that relationship was. Were y'all just fucking? Were you
right?
Be honest with yourself.
Get to the root of the friendship.
Yeah, because if it was just sex, about? Man, like I don't know what to tell you.
Right.
You really got no grounds to stand on if that's all it was. But say there's a little bit more to it. Like I got my homegirls. Sometimes they just need a hug, no sex involved. But then when they hit you with that
Hey,
My
boy,
boy-
what
yeah.
you doing?
When they hit you
My
with
boy-
that, when they
What
hit
you
you with
doing
that
tonight?
ass, when you spooning them type hug, that's what be throwing people off. Like, don't tell me, hey, can you just come over and cuddle? And it's 9:57 at night.
that's booty
Sorry for
hour.
the specific
Yeah,
time.
or-
That's booty hour right
Or
there.
when
Come
they,
on now.
Or when they get a new boyfriend or something, you know, and then they're like, hey, so and so don't like me seeing you or talking to you. He got jealous that you hugged me, you know, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? People come up to me in the club after, like, hey man, that was a great show, you know, whatever. And then you get the females, and then you get the jealous boyfriends in the background. Like, dude, they're just homegirls. But it, like,
I'm glad you bring that up because that's going into our next topic. Like, what is it when you know you're comfortable in the friend zone? Like, that's legit.
Yeah,
that's your friend.
that's friend.
That's an opposite sex friend. That's your friend. But she forever got dudes or he forever got girls that are, you know, constantly like, why do you? I don't like the way you hug up on him. First of all, unless you in a relationship with her or him,
Why you
it's none of your damn
jealous?
business. Why are you jealous? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's y'all's take on that? Being that, you know, if you do have a friend that is of the opposite sex, like legit, that is just a friend. Y'all don't fuck. Y'all chill. That's it. Ain't no finger banging, none of that shit. Nothing sexual. All right. When it's platonically just a
Friends.
friend of the opposite sex, how do y'all deal with, other males coming up to you sometimes or coming up to that individual and telling them like, hey, I don't like your friend because you always around him or whatever. Like, how do y'all deal with that shit?
Bro, honestly, for me, like, I just let it go. Like, anybody can say anything and do anything, but hey, look, why would y'all let an outside force like mess up my friendship? So I'm just like, hey, it is what it is. Hey, if you have a problem, you got beef, all right, bring it up to me. If it's not something like I care about, I'm gonna let it go, cause you're not gonna affect my friendships. That's how I see it.
I mean, for me, you know, somebody like I ain't gonna mention any names, but we gonna take our situation we had a couple weeks ago, Caster, when there was a certain someone that you had your eye on, and was like, hey, no, that's sis. Like, you don't fuck with sis, you know.
And that's in that situation, like there's a back and forth between, because like I am close to y'all and y'all close to that individual. So like I took y'all advice and judgment under consideration. I really did, and so that's when I made my decision. But that's a different story. That was a different story because like y'all came first, so I'm not gonna let her like I barely even know her. So I'm gonna stick with my family first, you know.
Yeah, we have to talk about who this was later on.
Yeah.
Hey, this
No, but I mean,
that's the After Dark show.
I mean, that's I've had plenty of those, you know. I mean, y'all know me, and one of the things that fucking drive me crazy is when dudes come up to me, right? And I always get this. I always get this. Dudes come up to me and they like, man, I thought you was gay first. So you think I'm gay just because I have hella women hanging around me? You don't even know what I do before or after, whatever the fuck. You don't even know what I do in general. You're just going to make the assumption that I'm gay. And then when you find out I'm not gay, then you think I'm a pimp. When you find out I'm not a pimp, you just confused. Like, bruh, this is just me being me, dude. Like, I love women, okay? I honestly trust women a lot more half the time than dudes.
Hey, I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
No, just from personal experience, I trust women a lot more than freaking men. Men have too much damn pride to hang on to half the time.
Egos.
Women, they all up in their emotions, but what happens? They wear them fucking emotions on their sleeve and they let you know that shit.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
That ain't 100% true. I'm gonna be.
It's not 100% true. But
Hey, there's some outliers, okay?
Nothing is really 100% true unless it's like, okay, I poke myself, I'm bleeding, and you visually see yourself bleeding.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, seriously, dudes be coming up to me fucking sideways, and they're like, man, how you know so many girls?
Hey, I just tell them straight
nigga,
up.
I'm just a person, man. I just know people, man. I like people. People like me. I go out.
You do
fucking
different things.
You go experience life.
don't be socially awkward. Just be your damn self.
Oh,
which
man,
for some people they are just naturally socially awkward.
Hey,
You know,
me.
bless their
That's me
heart.
as a motherfucker. I'm fucking bartender, DJ, everything, and I still got trouble talking to people sometimes. Like, you say you want to what?
So with that, that brings up another big topic. What do y'all feel about sex on the first date?
Hey,
like legit.
I'm gonna let you
Was
go first.
Hey,
go ahead.
Sex
Take
on the first date, man. That can go any way, like for real. Like I had sex on the first date. There was other dates that like I didn't even want anything, but I just wanted to hang out. But like it says a lot about the individual you with. Like so, the girl that I did have sex on the first date. Hey, honestly, I didn't see no like deep commitments with her. Cause I'm like, damn, if like all I had to do was take her to the movies, get her some food.
He said, "Oh, I got it."
Hey, shit, I'm like,
Hey,
what's gonna stop other people from doing it?
Sometimes you don't even need to take them to. You could be on your way to taking them to the date. The date ain't even start yet. And
For real.
For me, it's the chemistry. Like chemistry will determine that. If the chemistry is there, and it's absolutely undeniable, it's just it'll happen. If it don't happen, then, it don't happen. I don't really make that like a fucking rule. One of my rules though, based on that is I never aim in to go for the first kiss. I'll flirt my ass off. Hell yeah, I will always be a flirt. But you're
not gonna push up.
Nah, you ain't. Nah, fuck that. Fuck
Yeah.
that. Because if the chemistry there, then if the chemistry's there through just conversation or through the eye contact when there's that brief little moment of silence, and I'll go based on that and then see where it goes from later on. But I ain't gonna just it's the end of the night, let me go ahead and hear.
Here's the move.
Nah, that ain't nah.
Hail Mary pass.
This shit is not Hitch, okay? Like just
My man, he think he TB12, Tom Brady. Hail Mary pass at fourth quarter.
Fuck that, that shit didn't work, did it?
Hey, that's why they lost the Super Bowl.
Shout out to the Patriot fans. We sorry, maybe you get it this year.
It's okay.
Not.
Yeah, I don't take my shot.
Hey,
Back.
I think we all Eagles fans in here. Hey,
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. As far as sex on a first date goes for me, it's never a goal for me.
Right.
It's like at the end of the day, getting to know that person. That's the whole reason we dating or we attempted to date. But I'm not gonna lie. Hey, high school, college, everybody got a hoe face. Whenever it occurs.
Some people haven't
some people still in a hoe face.
I'm gonna say some people haven't gotten out of there.
You right.
But it's all about you see I can't speak for everybody, but treat the person with some sort of respect. Don't just don't be the dude going in for like PJ say, hey, if you don't kiss me, I ain't going in for it. Like I'm never gonna be the one to make the first move. But that's just me. That's the individual each time. Other people got different stances on it. I get that, but you just treat the person with respect. If you did a good job, it might happen. You might get a second date. Who knows what's going on?
You got a gold star for that date. So you know what? Get in here and get these pennies.
Yeah. Hey, I've smashed on the first date.
Hey, don't y'all wish it was that easy sometimes though? Like like when you're playing karaoke out here in Okinawa, right? You're playing karaoke, you see like
I ain't never played
karaoke. You see your status or a fucking Guitar Hero or whatever the fuck. You see your status say like, all right, well you did this percentage, and then it shows where you're lacking at or whatever.
Good combo.
That would be good to see like. On a date, like how Kevin Hart be watching his own subtitles in his comedy.
What now?
That would be good to see, like like your date meter. Just if it was an app or something, this probably is an app.
Oh, mine would be ass. Mine would be ass.
I'd be like, yeah, this shit not working out. Hey, let's just go ahead and call it quit.
Before I get like $30-$40 down in the hole, I don't got to pay for the movies and the dinner.
Why does that happen though? You know what I'm saying? But you don't even think the date is going that bad, but it end up going that bad, and then you look at fucking your account and shit. You like, why spend money on this trick?
Hey, that's what gets me. You know where I draw the line at, and completely. I mean, I guess it's kind of related, but completely unrelated in a sense too. I base it off of if they pull their phone out when we're talking or at dinner. If you pull your phone out when I'm trying to conversate with you or we eating dinner, that's I ain't gonna see you again.
But if you're on a date and you got your phone out, come on now.
Yeah, it's weird because you see a lot more guys not necessarily initiating
the conversation.
Not the conversation, the date. Period. I'll be
real.
Tinder.
That's the thing though. It's all
you
about
see Tinder and what's that other one? It starts with a B or something like that. It's another one out there.
Christian
man.
No.
He said Christian Mingle.
I said it start with a B. He gonna say Christian Mingle.
Hey,
One of those got a B in it.
Hey.
But
ain't
no,
been
it's
in that
one where
area for
it's
a
like the woman has to come at the guy. And she's got like 24 hours to do so. If not, the connection is lost or whatever.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
I'll show y'all that app. There's that one.
I'm gonna need to look at that one.
I'm kind of intrigued by that one because it's like
I need to do some
that's
research.
good because you know what? You got too many dudes that are out here that are too damn nervous. Let's be real. Most guys 9 times out of 10 are afraid of rejection.
Because
you shouldn't be because you know that's just a part of life. That's just like you know if you were born in a generation where you were one of those that that guy got first place, but you got a fucking what you call participation medal or whatever. You know, no, he got the trophy. You got the participation medal. You know, that's like Marine Corps. You know, fucking someone do some regular ass shit on their job and they get a damn CERCOM, and then you know what you get a LOA.
Hey, you go drive the CP, you get a name. You know.
You know.
Hey, no names though. I just heard that's what happens.
Yeah. Right, basically,
map belts and all, right? Fucking. Oh, y'all wallow, man.
No, hey, as far as the dating app thing goes, like that's just the like you see that shit on Facebook. You know, you scrolling through and you see like people's greatest pickup lines on Tinder. Like that's just the culture we in now. It's like how can I woo this girl with or dude? You know, they got that Grinder app by her. Don't know what that's all about, but
no, I think it's like the generation change because like. It's so hard to like live in this like generation because like of the expectations like
tell me about it. You the one living in it.
Hey, the level
this is your generation, millennial. Fucking.
It's so hard because you see like all these people put on like their social media or like the perfect girl, the perfect guy, the perfect relationship. And so now,
what's that like? I want one of those.
Hey, look, now all the guys and girls they're looking for that relationship and like. You just don't have what that guy has, or you don't have what that girl has.
That's the weird part.
Now,
it's
now,
like
now
people get to such a standstill. You're looking for the relationship, but you're not going past the relationship to go into marriage. Like for me, yeah, it did take me a while before I got married. I got married later than anticipated for myself, but at the same time, one like you were saying earlier, Cass, like I got my whole stage out. You know that shit just had to come out.
Hey, it is. Sometimes it could last a year. Sometimes it could last 20.
Sometimes that bitch just reared its ugly head and he's like, "Hey, whole face happening."
Hey, look. Oh, she hurt you.
Just spontaneous.
Hey, look. Oh, she hurt you. Tight. Time to go hurt 5 other girls right now. Go.
Oh, that's rude.
But it's real life though. It's real life.
That is real life.
Yeah.
That is real life.
Yeah.
I mean, to coincide with that, it's like saying, you know, when people are already in relationships or they're in marriages, like. I don't get the thing with, you know, all right, well, she hurt me, he hurt me, so I'm gonna do the same thing back to you. No, just fucking communicate or suck it up.
See, like, that's just asking too much for people nowadays. Though, like I'm not talking about me specifically, but you know how difficult it is for people to just up and talk about their
because
feelings?
You know why? Like honestly, it's this generation like. I'm gonna bring it back, and because like people don't want to talk about it no more. They just go straight to social media and let like social media and the world handle it.
It's not even that. It's the fact that the individual that wants to talk about their emotions, they're afraid to talk about it, in a sense of not necessarily getting the same thing back from their partner. You know what I'm saying? Like that was one of the biggest issues I had with an ex of mine is that I was always the communicator. Like that was, I mean, that's my damn major in fucking college, man. Like communicate. So for me, it was easy. Like, hey, look, you suck at doing laundry. I'm sorry. I love you. I'll teach you how to fold some clothes, or you go learn at the Gap, get a job. Nigga. Like,
he said, go learn at the Gap.
You know what I'm saying?
But look,
you know how to you know how they do at the mall. That shit be looking nice.
But you gotta understand, there's an actual way to fold laundry. Hey, I promise you, I lied to you not.
I just learned about 2 months ago that there's a right and a wrong way to fold a towel. Hey. I got my ass handed to me. So
that's the real thing. That's real life, okay?
There's a right and wrong way.
But seriously though, you know, it does go to show that like there's always going to be one that wants to communicate, and then
the one person that can't take the communication.
Exactly.
And that's what kills it.
That's definitely what kills it. And they give you that sign that they're not able to communicate. Like, I'm just, you know, I just don't feel like talking right now.
I don't know how to express my feelings.
Curse something Throw something at me. I don't
Hey.
care. Show me you're invested. You know, that's for me. That's what it is. Show me you're invested in the freaking
Like,
relationship. If you're not willing to get in the ring and fight with me, well, shit. Well, you right.
Hey, if you just let somebody walk over you, that means you already giving up. So I'd rather for you like to fight me, yell at me, cussing me.
Don Luis, what's up, baby?
Do something to make me know that you no matter what, you're still fighting for it. Even if it's small, but you're still fighting though.
Yeah, seriously.
Don't just give up. You know, like it's too many people like in a relationships because they just won't like communicate. They won't put in the, like small efforts. You know, and it's tragic to see out here.
That just shows that it shows a picture of what effort they haven't really put in their own life. Because that's the thing. It goes to, you know, you're gonna put investment in something if you actually truthfully believe in it. Like for me, yeah, I love music. I love bartending. I love lifting weights. So because I'm passionate about those things, I'm going to put my all into it. So with that, I'm the type of person that when I do want something or I do want to get into something, I'm going to put my all into it. If that person doesn't want to do the same thing for me, scooch, bitch, to the side. Sorry. Get someone else.
Hey, I like to eat.
Hey, facts. Tacos.
Hence why everyone should be passionate. Everyone should have the ability to communicate.
You should have a passion about something. There's something that you love that nobody can take away.
I take that back because you do got some people that don't know how to eat. Like if I take you out and we go into somewhere like it's called a steakhouse, something.
And you go get a salad.
You order a damn salad.
No, you get that bitch. You get that bitch well done. Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, nah. Let the person eat their steak, man. But
hola, mama.
Like, hey, you go to a steakhouse and you just get a salad. Come on now. I brought you to the steakhouse. I made sure I had money for me to get a steak and you to get a steak. You gonna get a salad? Now I'm hurt. Now we both hurt. I'm leaving at the table.
Bringing that around. That's our last topic for tonight. Is what are some things that y'all have done before that kind of like when you know when you see a girl and you're like I'm gonna go ask her out with the intention in mind, like, you know what, I'm sorry, I do want sex on the first date. Like, what do y'all do, or what would you do to fucking set that up, for the night? Like, you already got the date.
Shit.
She said yes. Now it's like, what you gonna do to get that sex?
All right, look. All right, I'm gonna give this real world experience because this actually happened for me. All right, so I talked to her friends. I'm like, hey, what does she like to do? Like, what is something that she wants to do?
Oh, he cheated.
Yeah, I did. So I already knew. So she wanted to get some food and she wanted to go to the movies. So you know what I did? I found out what time her movie she wanted to go see. I looked at what time she was getting off work, and guess what car I picked her up in? Hey, I picked her up in a 2004 Mercedes-Benz. I kept it classy. All right, kept it real classy. Went and picked her up, took her to get some food. Went to the movies. Hey, it was all over from there. I promise you. Hey, because look, we got to the movies. We were the only ones in there by ourselves. Nope. Hey, it just worked for me, right?
I did fuck in a movie theater.
Yeah.
Once.
Hey, it worked
because the movie was boring though. We were watching Garfield.
Shit, I was watching Beauty and the Beast.
What's wrong with Garfield? Fuck
I was bored, man. I'm sorry. I was just bored. I'm sorry. It just wasn't hitting the spot.
All the romance from Beauty and the Beast just took over her, and since we was in the movie theaters by ourselves, it was a wrap. Literally.
I don't know. You got sticky popcorn and soda.
Nah, I don't eat popcorn.
Speaking from personal experience,
I would hope you wasn't eating popcorn around that time.
Man, never mind.
Never mind.
Shut about that.
Anyway. If anyone got a visual of that just now.
And whoa, got real sticky in here.
Personal experience, like I'm not a very materialistic person. I mean, I'm a clean person. I like my shit to be nice, like my clothes.
Yeah.
It don't gotta be, Gucci this, Gucci that, whatever. But I like my stuff to be nice, presentable, smell good. My car need to look nice. It need to, whatever. It don't gotta be, thousands of dollars. But how it always starts, if it's a girl that I just want to sleep with, and this has been a minute, all right.
Okay, yeah.
It's been a minute, but you always the flirtatious, you get the flirtatiousness out of the way, and or I wouldn't say out of the way. Y'all kind of just hit it back and forth.
Yeah,
See what fucking what line.
Like,
lines you can
you see what punches you can throw.
Yeah.
Like, see where it lands. You know, I understand.
And then
that.
it's completely based off of them, and that goes back into what we were talking about earlier. Sometimes that might end up in sleeping together on the first date, or sometimes it might mean some we were talking about way earlier about friends with benefits. It's just bouncing back and forth, but. I'd say after I get to a certain point, where things start to get sexual or whatever, in our conversations where it's just like, hey, like, I'm gonna be straight up.
Yeah, I'm trying.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of lucked out early. Mine was during college, man. When I got deeper into poetry and performing my poetry.
You cheated. My man poured out poetry on the girl.
But see, here was the
go
thing,
ahead. Give me the line she gave her.
Here was the thing, though. The poetry was never meant for
a pickup line.
The poetry was never meant for a pickup line.
Brother memorized all of Shakespeare for nothing in his
Hey, William Shakespeare helped you though.
I'm not gonna lie. All of my poetry was straight up from life experience, and a lot of that shit was very sensual. Some of the shit when you piece it together the right way and it comes out the right way, and you got a dude on the back of the guitar and y'all just vibing, shit happens.
Hey, that's how music
for
is,
me, it wasn't exactly. You know what I'm saying? So for all the artists, you know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Like, you can feel me on this. It was kind of a pleasurable thing to have. Like, bam, I get up and go feature at this, at a shadow bar or whatever, drop a couple fucking poems or whatever, and
coming home with 5 numbers.
The interesting thing was always, like, during performance, any artist does this, of course. You kind of keep your focus on your piece through other people. So my ability to memorize what I was saying at the time was based on who I'm looking at. And that's what would get me in trouble a lot. And y'all know I don't shy away from eye contact.
Hey.
So I'd be like, blase, da-da-da-da-da, and I'm looking at her, and then she blushing, and I'm like, damn, I probably just got myself in trouble right there.
No, that's how
Whatever.
DJing goes too. You get those girls, not even girls. You just get the crowd in general. If they ain't feeling the song, you mix out.
Yeah,
of it,
you
mix in a new one.
get a new song.
Exactly.
I think it goes just performing in general, but
for a lot of that artistry, so to speak, a lot of that is stuff it's feeding into an individual's mind, and then they're getting that imagery, and then they're getting hot and bothered. So that's why it becomes a little easier for DJs and singers and poets and so on and so forth. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, the reason why I got into performing poetry was one of my girls that when I saw her performing, like, instantly I was attracted. She wasn't even saying anything sexually explicit. It was just the way that she vibed, what she was saying. I was just like, damn. Take me home and do.
That reminds me of a time I had in my studio once. We had a pretty
Stevie.
awesome person come to my studio and lay some vocals down.
Man,
Great.
Wow.
shout out to her, man.
Yeah, big shout out to
It's
her.
factual.
Yeah, she dropped that falsetto, and it was like,
I was like, hey,
Oh,
I'm
God.
gonna need y'all to get the fuck out of here.
Hey,
trying to get into that.
clear the room.
Open the window.
And she showed up at the ball. No,
Wow.
no, for real though, man. Like, shit like that is so fascinating to watch though. Like, when you're not necessarily planning to have it happen, but the shit just does fall into place. That's when stuff like sex on the first date, I think, is absolutely permissible. Like, granted, it goes against my better judgment on the side of
Better judgment. I ain't got none of
my
that.
better judgment on the side of my morale, as when it comes to my faith as a Christian and everything. Yes, but at the same time, I still realize that I'm human. Because don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Let's be real. When you guys become fathers of your daughter, you're gonna be like, you ain't going nowhere until a ring is on your finger.
Bro, the first dude that comes to my house getting shot.
30s.
Hey, the first dude that come to my house for my daughter getting shot. I'm not even gonna lie.
Everybody already know how protective I am. Like, I see my wife and
Facts.
I'm like, there's gonna be a baby that comes between us. It's good. No, you know what? No, don't wish for a daughter. Don't wish for a daughter, because she ain't gonna have no life. I'm sorry.
She ain't leaving the house.
Harry
Hey,
Potter
she gonna be
belt.
homeschooled. She gonna be homeschooled.
She gonna have a
the
chastity
staircase.
belt for
Hey, and I'm the only one with the key. Nobody can get it.
that shit gonna be buried, locked in the safe. Just, Dad, I'm getting married. No, the fuck
No, you're not.
Where he at?
Hey, when I meet him,
Put him on the 500-yard line. Let me see how good your.
That's why you got to bad boys that shit. You know, get your homie to come over with the fucking gun.
So y'all know. So y'all know when shit does come like, hey, yo, Cass, where you at, bro? I'm gonna need you to come through. This was about to happen.
You love
shit. Hey, look, I told my boy like back in middle school, like I was young. I was like, hey, look, if you ever have a daughter, I promise you, I'm gonna have like a 10 acres. I got you, bro. Like I will have that yard. FBI, no cops coming, nobody's checking. I got you, my guy. And I was like, you can bury a body.
Hey, man, I got someone asking, oh, what's going on, Rosemary? I miss you, love. You need to come to next week's show. We wanted some female voices in here tonight.
Facts.
Seriously. Definite facts. It's good to hear a good female. But we haven't had a female in here in a minute, you guys, and that's
hey,
we need shout out to the females that usually do be out here. Landra, I know, Habichuela. I know she out there, she be getting it. She hitting the studio, she grinding at work, she doing what she doing. Queen J, hashtag free Queen J. We miss you, love. You know what I'm saying? But hey, anybody that wants to come up in here
let us know
and get on this conversation anytime. Just hit the page up or hit us up on Instagram or something. And it's nothing to get you in here. It's just we just do the damn thing.
Hey, it goes into like we were just talking about earlier, like going out there and meeting people. You know,
exactly.
Get maybe not exposure, but expose yourself. That came out weird. But,
hey, exposing yourself, man. That's a charge.
Just put your name out there. If you got to hustle, you trying to do something out here. Talk to people, man.
Hey,
exactly.
I'm loving to talk because you're loving to talk.
Stay off.
No. No.
Get live on your own phone, homie. Pay no attention to him. He a youngin'.
Hey,
Don't rob that cradle. Don't rob that cradle.
Oh, wow. Damn.
All right, anyway.
Hey, I can go buy my own drink.
Hey,
okay?
so
I'll go buy my own drink.
Getting into that. I was thinking of that for a topic earlier. Because I know me. I've had a thing for cougars before.
Oh, we going to this conversation. Okay.
I mean, what's the deal? Like, I'm gonna come at you first because you
are
a young butt.
Yeah.
What's the deal? Are you attracted to cougars or are you not?
All
Have
right.
you ever had that happen to you? Whatever. Like
what?
So look. All right. When I first got out here, yeah, I did talk to a lady that was at least 10 years, 11 years older than me.
That's a woman.
Hey,
You say
fact.
a lady.
That's a woman.
Hey, facts.
Ladies in her 20s.
I did talk to a woman like 10 and 11 years older than me.
Woman.
Hey, it was really all fine. No disrespect, no love, no mislove for her. Like, we're all cool to this day. I still talk to her. We did end up doing things, nothing bad. Just like she's more into her life than I am, and like I just wasn't ready. I'm just not ready for that life yet. That's like 10, 11 years ahead from me. Hanging out with girls my age, hey, that's the best thing for me right now. Hey, I just love it because we're able to go like communicate on like our level, and I'm not like dang having to sit here take philosophy.
I'm glad you brought that up. Like, I would have to disagree when you say levels.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because with me, it's human to human interaction.
Yeah.
There's a level that can be met
on anywhere.
To any capacity. So for me, like, it's I'm not gonna say it's difficult because I'm 32. You know what I'm saying? I'm attracted to girls that are younger. Obviously, my wife is younger. And women that are much older. But there's something extremely fascinating about a grown woman,
a woman,
dude, like a
woman.
And I'm not saying that has to be like 48 qualifies that or whatever.
She got
whatever.
A 401k
no,
and everything.
It's when you see that she is not about the bullshit, dude. Like, that is the most phenomenal thing to see in a fucking grown ass woman. Like,
that's what I was gonna bring.
Y'all know I love to fucking dance at fucking Bailando or wherever.
Hey, shout out to Bailando. Hey, my boy DJ.
Women that dance, the women that I dance with, they are still classy about it. They still dress for them. They dress for themselves. Like they be coming up to the bar, stuff be showing. And I'm like, wow, okay.
Who that for?
But when you talk to them, they're like, I'm just here. I'm enjoying myself. Blah 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 blah. Da 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 da. They want to make casual conversation, and that's it. There's no strings attached with it. There's no I'm here to make some dude look jealous. I'm here to like. No fucking drama, to be honest. Like
for me, man, it's
no drama.
You get that the people that say age is just a number. See, I'm with that, but at the same time, I'm not, because there is a big enough age gap sometimes where it ain't just a number. It becomes like low key. Like,
hey, 15 plus.
Yeah, like I was in fucking kindergarten when you was, whatever. But there's definitely a level of maturity that needs to be involved with all that. So, let's say, for example. We was just goofing around like we said a second ago, but she got her life together. Maybe she got kids. Hey, and this goes for the females out there and males, whatever. Maybe she got kids, and you obviously know a lot of women. I say a lot, not all. They put their kids first. Thank you. They put their kids first. And you like, to me, that's attractive to me. Like, yes. I like a woman that like.
That selflessness.
Yeah, you get that. You get those. People are like, "Oh, I'm an independent woman. I don't need no bullshit." I'm about that.
And it's back to what you say. It's not all women that do it, because to be completely selfless, and not just that, but to put someone else's matters before you put your own. That is a complete act of just being able to care about someone else and not necessarily worry about yourself, and show that amongst other people. Like, one thing, and I'm glad she said that. Rosemary, she said that's because older women are not focused on trying to please how others want them to be. That is so fucking true.
Because they don't grow out of that.
True. They definitely grew out of it when they're having kids, or when they've gone through freaking different struggles and issues, and they're putting that shit beside them, and they're just focused on me. What's important to me? Their own goals, their kids, their careers, or their retired careers, or whatever the fuck. Like, and that's not to say that they ain't out there having fun, because there's a couple women fine as hell, and they out there and they drinking Patron shots with us, and they out there dancing,
throw the Henny
back, out there doing
Patron.
It. But at the same time, they come into a realization that what, I'm gonna go home. I gotta do some shit.
I gotta go get my kids.
Like, one thing that was so cool was like, this lady, she took like 3 back-to-back Patron shots when we were at Bailando. Like, we were all just fucking getting it, fucking lit. And she's like, you know what, I gotta get going. Like, yo, what you leaving? Why you leaving for?
Fine ass being responsible.
Come back. She's like, no, I gotta take my kids ziplining. We're like, how early? Ziplining? That's an early activity. Oh yeah, we going at 9 a.m. Oh yeah, okay, bet. Right. You know what? More power to you, homie.
More power to you.
I want to come ziplining with you. Shit,
can I go?
If I didn't make bad decisions tonight, I'd probably be joining you. I'm already too intoxicated.
Shout out to my wifey. She did the most. She went hiking today in this weather, man. Like,
hey, man, there's a whole ass blizzard outside.
Right? Like, she offered yesterday, and I was like, yeah, it's supposed to be cold. Yeah, nah, I don't think. Nah, I ain't gonna make that. I ain't gonna make that.
I'm always gonna make that.
I'm gonna be in hibernation. Fuck that.
But one thing I would say about that, or that's sort of the last thing I say about that is, I personally am attracted to female, and this is just coming from me. Some people might relate, some people might not, but females that are older than me, just for the simple fact that I don't got to deal with that high school
drama,
college bullshit.
So fucking true.
That is true.
If you want, like, social media is a big thing for me. Like, not like I'm not big on social media, but like, if you care that so and so is liking some photo, like, I get the jealousy come into play a little bit, but when you let that eat your life up, like,
social media be putting people down, man.
You liked her photo, or you like this and that, and it's like,
oh, why'd you like this girl photo? Like,
here's my thing though, like, men be men and just be like, yeah, I liked her photo. That don't mean shit.
Yeah,
shit.
like, most of the time,
most motherfuckers be like, no, I ain't like it.
What you talking about?
She already saw you.
You know how many relationships I've been in the past where social media is the thing.
The root of evil.
It's like, so and so added you.
That's how you know it's a change in generation. It's not finances. It's not miscommunication. It's the form of communication, the social media that's out there that's like, destroying relationships, man.
So it's like, honestly, it's like the lack of communication, but at the same time with social media, like it's over communicating. Like you communicate your problems, you communicate how your day is going, you communicate
if you
all
rather,
of this.
yeah, you rather post on Facebook, Instagram, whatever, how you feeling, but you don't want to talk to me about it. Get the fuck out of here.
Then when I question you about it, when I bring it up, it's a problem. Like, oh, I'm doing too much. Like, I'm trying to get to know you.
Yeah, and then they vague as fuck when you ask them, hey, what's that post about? And they're like, nothing, never mind. Like, why the fuck you posting it for the world to see if you don't want to talk about it? Like, come on now.
Or when they leave that shit out there that's misleading, like, you know.
Or
like when you think it's about you, but it's not really necessarily about you. Like people be going off. Like I've seen that happen too many times.
If the shoe fits.
My girl would hit me up. Why did he post this? I don't know. It's not my account. What the fuck you asking me for? Well, I'm gonna ask him. Well, you do that. Good luck with that misleading information. It don't say nothing about your name on it. It don't say nothing about what you just going off a guilty conscience. That's pretty much what it is.
That's like saying, oh, so you did something and your boy did something, and oh, hey man, hey, it was a crazy time on the Ferris wheel in the yellow cart, and only knowing damn well there's only one yellow cart. And so now your girl think, oh, so you told him about us?
Oh,
nah,
so
he
you
just
telling my business at the
nah,
yellow
he just
cart.
happened to get
Mind
lucky.
your business.
Yeah, he just happened to get lucky and got this same yellow cart.
People people need to reevaluate your lives, man. Reevaluate your lives, seriously.
End of the day, for me personally, older females, they got their shit together.
Yeah. That's it. Well, we coming to a wrap, y'all. I'm glad y'all got to listen to us. Check us out on YouTube. There's plenty of stuff out there. Check us out next week. We're going to be up in here doing the same damn thing. Hopefully we get some females in there to share it. But until then, until next time.
If you got questions, let us know. We out.
We out.
Later.
This week's sponsor is brought to you by Wing King, an Okinawan favorite for years. Offers American-style cuisine for locals and foreigners alike. The family-style seating is the perfect atmosphere for individual, family, or group dining. They have bilingual staff who speak both English and Japanese. They offer over 10 different sauces that is sure to satisfy almost any taste bud. Their delicious sandwiches offer an assortment of toppings, making it easily customizable to fit your palate. Looking for quick takeout? Hosting a party and need catering? Calling your order at 098-936-8986. Again, I say 098-936-8986. They now offer online ordering and delivery at kukats.jp, or you can call 098-943-1605 after 5 p.m. They do not take card. However, they do accept both yen and US dollars only. They hope to see you soon. Peace.
Thanks for tuning into The Heat, Okinawa's love, sex, and relationship show. Check out our podcast, Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat for new updates.